Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, the place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through it's Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is not important. Let's do it. Indonesia launches its crypto exchange and clearinghouse. Coin Center and Blockchain Associates slam unworkable US Senate DeFi bill. Guys, not a lot of news in the morning. Not a lot of news out there this morning. Maybe I will do a video tomorrow, which is Saturday, which I usually don't do. If anything juicy comes down the news pipeline, like I'm even reaching for these articles, they're kind of boring. I've got to be honest. But I want to get you guys something. So these are the articles I chose. But yeah, just nothing really going on in the news space that I can see right now this early in the morning. To the market. Current market cap sitting at 1.2 trillion, which is what we've been bouncing around for the last week. Give or take 100,000 or two, or 100 million, 100 billion or two. Yeah, 100 billion or two. Get the numbers correct, man. Current Bitcoin dominance sitting at 448 point. Man, I'm going to take another sip of coffee before we can continue this video because I can't talk yet. Sorry, guys, I'm slaughtering today. Current Bitcoin dominance sitting at 48.3%. ETH dominance 18.9%. ETH dominance slipping into the trenches. And Gwei. 21 Gwei will get you an ETH transaction. Fear Greed Index sitting at 55, which is where we've been for an entire week. Nothing new. Currently looking like we're going to get a red day. If we're using Bitcoin as a barometer, I'm starting to get a little bit bearish on the short term, and I'll show you why. Outside of that, yeah, looking like everything's getting ready to dump. Small pump out of Doge right now. Not sure why that's happening. Small pump out of DOT. Small pump out of TON. Your Tauntaun will freeze. Chainlink has been crushing it. Holy snap. 18.7 on the day. Look at this. Let's just go to Chainlink. I'm sorry. We're going to waste some time. Why not? Because it's going to be a short video no matter what. Let's look at the chart. What in the absolute hell is that? Holy shnikes. Let's go to the month. Goodness. Yeah, Chainlink absolutely ripping. Just ripping. I'm thinking I need to get my hands on some Link on the next pullback. Just some food for thought. Absolutely ripping. It's been crushing it for the entire week. Stellar getting still pumping. Looks like it got a big dip though. Came back up. What else? Uniswap 4.67. Filecoin 3.57. Maker running hard. It's really mixed. Like, the altcoin market is very mixed right now. Like, where you think we're getting a red day based off of your traditional barometers, your Ethereum, your Bitcoin, etc., your blue chips, looking like they're going to pull back. And then you got all these outliers that are just getting random pumps. Synthetic 7.5 or 4.5, excuse me. Gala 4%. Rocket Pool tanking. And then XDC. I don't even know what XDC is. Look at that chart. That's a nice looking rounded bottom too, man. But 18.56 on the day, 24 on the week. If you're in that, congratulations. GMX down 6.3. DX 5.82 on the day. And then Mask 3.88 on the day. Kind of mixed, man. But if you're looking at the top blue chips, it's looking like we're going to dump. Cardano down 10.5 on the week. Solana down 10 on the week. Matic down 10 on the week. Still up 3.7 for the day, though. Litecoin down almost 10 on the week. Avalanche down almost 10. Yeah. So let's go ahead and jump to Bitcoin. I've got ETH pulled up. Give me just a second. Bitcoin. All right. So like I said, I'm feeling a little bearish, and I'm sorry. I don't try and be biased at all. I just try and do what the charts tell me. And I'll tell you why. Bitcoin 8-hour. We're starting to lose this 29.8, and we're starting to put in candles. These are 8-hour candles. These are decent, longer time frame candles. And that 29.8, which has been support during this entire trend, is now starting to look like resistance. We got a pump all the way up to that 30,422 level again. We were rejected and shot all the way back down. We came back above this 29.8. Looked like we were going to hold, and we didn't. We have a very nasty little, almost like a doji candle right here. This thing right here, which shows really big indecision in the market. It's like a 0 all wick candle. And then 2 candles are closing underneath that 29.8 level. That again is why I'm feeling bearish, like we're gonna get one more dip. If that happens, guys, you know my levels. Go ahead and watch the videos. 29.3, 28.9. I've got people calling for 27.5 all the way down. I don't know if we'll get down here, but these are levels I'm looking at. If we do dump the 28.4 to be a last, like, fingers crossed, keep us in this bullish trend. If we break that, I think if we break 28.4, I think we can get to 27.5. But we're going into weekend. You guys know how weekends get. They get heavily volatile. They get crazy. They've actually been really calm the last couple of weeks. But who knows? This is not setting up any kind of bullish feeling in me right now. And I hope I'm wrong. I could be wrong. And I gotta say this, guys. I'm sorry. It gets so annoying, but welcome to YouTube. This isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is all for entertainment purposes only. I'm not even a good trader. Don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Outside of that, that's what I'm looking at, guys, going into this weekend. It's not looking good. Let me look at the smaller time frames real quick before we move on. Let's see what the price action looks like. Blood diamond. Seeing if anything looks like any kind of setup. It's looking weak, y'all. Another blood diamond on the 1. Yeah, guys. This is looking really weak. Watch this. This is on the 1 hour. This is just an idea. Because again, you've got fake outs here. There's only a couple of touches, nothing like serious, like 1, 2 dip. This is an idea. All these are ideas. These aren't anything written in stone. Keep an eye on this sloping trend line, this downward trend line. If this turns into resistance and we get rejected, it could be bad. Again, if we get this same kind of rejection here, cascade down. Or you play it like this. Same kind of idea. If we hit the top, we come down. That looks more believable. Usually you're supposed to pull from the last candle, but this is kind of what I would be looking at. Sorry, a lot of silence because I'm just thinking while we're sitting here. Yeah, just an idea, guys. I would keep an eye on this, see if this is a downward trend line that's working as resistance right now. Again, I wouldn't bet the farm on it. That's just an idea. Let's go to XRP one last time before we move on to the news. XRP on the 8 is what we had it on last time. Okay, so XRP on the 8. This is why an idea that I pulled up for you guys yesterday. There's two things at play. This could be a triangle pattern that could be in play, or this could be sideways movement. We won't know until we see how it plays out, but these are the two things I'm looking at for XRP. We've got a large bearish divergence right here. That could potentially play out. But that's it, guys. Going into the weekend, it's always hit or miss. Let's see if we range up in here. These are the things we're looking at, guys. Not a lot going on, and it's not looking strong. Looking like we might get dips. Prepare for that going into the weekend. And like I said, there's not a lot of news today. There's a potential I could do a video on Saturday if anything juicy or spicy comes out. You know, if we get a good move or any kind of big news breaks. I'll try to keep you guys updated. Outside of that, let's get on to the news. I'm tired of looking at charts and feeling bearish. I don't like that. All right, Indonesia launches its crypto exchange and clearinghouse. The platform, monitored by local regulators, will be the only space in the country where the legal exchange of digital assets is allowed. National Cryptocurrencies Exchange, announced by the Indonesian government a week ago, has begun to function according to a statement from the county's Commodity Futures Trading Supervisory Agency. These titles, known as Babepti. The platform will be the only space in the country where the legal exchange of digital assets is allowed. Babepti confirmed the opening of the exchange on July 20th. In addition, the agency has established a futures clearinghouse along with the exchange. Clearinghouse mediates between a buyer and seller, ensuring the transaction goes smoothly. Previously, it was reported that Babepti would restrict cryptocurrency sales to local transactions while keeping them in line with international market developments. Licensed traders will have 1 month to join the exchange. The project has been in the works since last December 2021. In September of 2022, Panghua Kai, CEO of Toko Crypto, sorry guys, one of the 25 licensed crypto exchanges in Indonesia, partly owned by Binance, called the project a catalyst for the Indonesian crypto ecosystem. The launch planned for the end of 2022 was delayed to June of 2023 due to the process of reviewing potential participants of the exchange. At the time, the country's trade minister, Zulkifli Hassan, announced that all active crypto exchanges with a national registration could join the exchange. In 2022, the Deputy Minister of Indonesia Ministry of Trade, Jerry Sambuaga, suggested several policy changes in response to the interesting year for the development of physical trading of crypto assets. Among them was a requirement for 2/3 of directors and commissioners at crypto firms to be Indonesian citizens. The country remains an attractive market for the crypto industry, according to Babepti data. In 2021, roughly 4% of the country's population, or just under 11 million people, had invested in crypto. Cool. More and more adoption. Not necessarily the adoption in the way we might want to see it. I would like to see more retail exposure, allowing people to freely trade it, but we'll see how it goes. Not bad. Way to go, Indonesia. And last but not least, Coin Center and Blockchain Association slam unworkable US Senate DeFi bill. Coin Center said the bill was unconstitutional, while the Blockchain Association called it incompatible with blockchain technology. I'm not surprised. Crypto industry advocacy bodies have slammed a newly proposed United States Senate Bill for what they say is a confused approach to regulating the decentralized finance sector, DeFi. On July 20th, crypto think tank Coin Center and crypto advocacy group the Blockchain Association released a separate statement describing the legislation as a messy, unworkable, and unconstitutional way of regulating DeFi. Introduced on July 18th, the bipartisan Crypto Asset National Security Enhancement Act, God, with these titles, the CANSI bill aims to rein in money laundering violations in DeFi. If passed, the legislation would extend new penalties to anyone who controls or makes available an application designed to facilitate transactions using a digital asset protocol. They would also be required to adhere to anti-money laundering and financial reporting standards. The definition of who or what controls a DeFi protocol was left to be made by the US Secretary of the Treasury, a move some pundits say will lead to excessive controls being applied to DeFi, kind of contradictory to the idea of a DeFi platform if someone or one person or party is controlling it. In its July 20th blog post, Coin Center wrote, "The bill gives virtually unbounded discretion to the secretary to decide what it would take to designate one as having quote-unquote control of a protocol. Additionally, the think tank declared the bill to be unconstitutional as it would crack down on software developers who, as an extension of free speech, have a First Amendment right to publish code." This is what's really interesting and scary about what's been going on. This is what happened with Tornado Cash. And I think the dude's still arrested. The developer. The dude who wrote the fucking code got arrested. Not people using it maliciously. The person who wrote the code. This is happening in the United States, if I remember correctly. That's some shady, creepy shit. This is where we're at, guys. Coin Center was also concerned with the scope of legislation and said, by design, DeFi is decentralized. That's the idea, meaning it could prove legally troublesome to enforce control over a given protocol. This is what's shady about this. So, okay, in my opinion, this is why they're going to go after the developers, because they can't, if it's a true DeFi, if it's a DAO, whatever, there really isn't one person or one party controlling the DEX or the DeFi protocol or project. They're using this as fear tactics to keep people from making anything like this. So if you create a code, if you basically create a program that's not, it's not your fault if someone uses it maliciously or deviantly to hack or steal or avoid taxes, etc., things like that. But the fact that you created something that someone can use to do that, now you're going to go to jail. What? I can't believe this is even happening in this country. It's absolutely insane. But this is how they're working. Anyways, Kim Smith, the CEO of Blockchain Association, echoed Coin Center's concerns and described the new legislation as unworkable. There's Blockchain Association's tweet about this. Smith took aim at the bill for overstating the presence of money laundering in DeFi and crypto more broadly. At present, illicit transactions represented a small fraction of total volume, only 0.24% of all digital asset transactions in 2022, far less than in traditional finance. Absolutely. It's just a way of trying to control it. Smith said federal law enforcement agencies are already equipped with the tools and expertise to combat this relatively small but important issue. Ultimately, Smith denounced the new punitive measures in the bill as redundant. While crypto organizations have taken aim at the broad scope of the bill, an April 7th U.S. Treasury report found many DeFi protocols are more centralized than claimed, often featuring a high concentration of funds and voting power in the hands of a few token holders. That's true as well. Yeah, that's my take on this. Again, I don't think it's going to get passed because of the sound of it. But this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to attack and put fear into people for creating any kind of protocol or project that is heavily in the DeFi space. I'm assuming that's what I'm getting out of this. Why attack the developer instead of the criminal? All right, guys, that's it. I've rambled enough. Let's go to Bitcoin one last time, and I will get you guys out of here so you can go enjoy your weekend. And I mean, nothing is happening. We are stuck under this thing, and there's like zero movement, zero volume. Not a comfortable feeling right now, guys. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But that's what I'm seeing. So, keep your fingers crossed. We get above this 29.8 level. Turn it back into support, as well as this 29.9 level. Turn it back into support, and then reclaim 30K. That would be the big whammy and get us going back in the upward direction. If not, pay attention again to these levels. 29.3, 28.9. Don't pay attention to this. This is just a buy order of mine. And last but not least, the 28.4. That's what I'm looking at. But that's it, guys. If you enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning on Boring Crypto.io, please by all means subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for notifications so you know when I do post videos. Watch the videos, like the videos, and please share the videos on all of your social platforms so we can get more awareness to the crypto space. And I will see you bright and early Monday morning, possibly tomorrow, Saturday morning. I'm out of here.